Hi, I'm Daniel and welcome to this week's episode of The News. A master thief takes his time. A few months ago we were all a little disappointed to hear that Uncharted 4 would be delayed a little. Nobody likes delays, not even content producers. But Naughty Dog co-founder and director of the game Neil Druckmann explained the decision a little by saying, "The Last of Us was the first game we ever delayed by a month, and we felt so guilty and so horrible having to do that, and yet shipping a game that wasn't up to our vision would have felt worse. Much of the development and figuring things out happens as we go. There were certain sequences where we were like, okay, this is a pretty ambitious sequence, we'll probably have to cut this. There is something that happens at the end that requires quite a bit of work for what we want it to do, and again we would have had to reduce that scope and reduce that ambition to meet that original deadline. It always sucks to hear a game has been delayed, but it's nice to know why too. I think gamers can deal with delays as long as they don't go on too long and mark a descent into development hell, but considering that a game will be hopefully better as a result of a delay is far better than no reason at all. So thanks Naughty Dog, transparency is a good trait." Looks like someone hasn't mastered snail mail just yet. FIFA 16 is out and I'm sure many of you are scoring goal points and kicking the ball all over the court, but the story isn't so happy for some. A few UK gamers who ordered their copy from simplygames.com haven't received their copies. Many reported receiving a message that their copy had been dispatched days before, and yet no sign of it in the post. It's unclear if the problem lies with Simply Games or the Royal Mail, but at the time of writing no statement had been released. It's also unclear how many were affected by the delays, though a tweet sent out by This Gen Gaming garnered a fair few responses. Well guys, I hope your copies arrive post-haste, and if you haven't received yours, get right onto the retail company you pre-ordered from, but be nice, you might not be their first call with the same complaint. Now masters of advertising. So, you work for a major games company who produce a major console. It's your job to write the blurb for a new collection of indie titles being released as a discounted bundle. What's the worst thing you can do? Advertise your rival in that blurb? Yeah, that sounds pretty bad. This is exactly what happened on German and Dutch Xbox stores. Curve Studios released their Instant Indie Collection Volume 1 on the Xbox store, but in these two countries the blurb advertised the collection as the perfect way to experience indie on PlayStation. Whether this is a case of the copy-pasters or an innocent mistake is unknown, but whoever wrote it, sorry buddy. Try a coffee in the morning and don't skip breakfast, though I doubt you'll let that one slip past you again, eh? You won't master Mario by cheating. You've all been busy creating your own Mario levels, some cute, some scary, and some just plain impossible, and that last one has just been patched up a little. Some players found an exploit that allowed them to become invincible and were creating levels that were impossible to complete without the glitch. The process, now patched, involves two doors. The player must enter a door on top of some spikes and exit through the other door while still Super Mario, you know, the big one. This will cause Mario to become invincible and not take any damage from enemies, projectiles and spikes. Well, no longer, it's all been fixed up, but the question is how long until they find the next one? That was your news. What kind of levels have you been making and playing with Mario Maker? Did you get your copy of FIFA 16, and what are your thoughts on delays in the game industry? Let us know all this and more in the speaky typey box down below. Don't forget to tickle my unicorn in the corner to subscribe. You can watch our last video on screen now. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. See you next time.